when you relax through, you can push right through the challenge, just like you did.
So here's the deal, if you don't get to the why, you're gonna be lost.
What am I trying to say?
Wait. Right up. I want you to be selfless right now. 1, 2, 3.
I tried to explain.
I don't want you to think about getting through the monologue. Yes!
Let's go!
Because my job isn't to work the monologue. My job is to work on you.
It's not about how many classes are on the resume. It's about your work ethic and persistence.
Who's further along than they were when they walked in the room? Agreeing is so good, it's so important, a foundational element of improv.
I am Amelia Jones.
If we agree and don't add something, then we have nothing to build on.
Well, I'm thinking about firing you.
Please don't do that. Characters! So you gotta find ways to let your teammate help you through that. Again, but the truth is, if we can't stay in character, it doesn't matter how good your characters are, we're gonna stop caring.
I love you.
Get a play title. If you can apply this both to improv and life, your improv is going to be better than ever, and your relationships are going to be better than ever.
If it's not natural, don't do it until it is natural. That was 100% the right choice.
The moment you realize you're stuck for a sec, stop and literally take a breath.
You have to react to that from his point of view as honestly as possible.
1, 2, 3.
Brian officiates weddings. That's kind of like something that he does.
What's your track record?
Like still married?
Yeah.
Like who stays together?
Like
1 in 4.
That's a
Okay.
losing
Reverse.
record there, bud.
hurtful. So I just got back in town late last night. How was the studio for a week without the old MD?
It was great. It was so amazing.
Like, nobody is really thinking about you at all.
You should be filming stuff every single day.
And you should be auditioning for yourself at your house, scheduling something in to better yourself in some way.
It's just always, it goes back to that, okay, you've got these great couple days, you've got these great auditions, you turned in that great paper, now what are you going to do on the 4th day?
Can I please end the podcast?
Yes.
All right, we'd like to give everyone a big bear hug here on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow, that was just...
That is the end of our podcast. Thank you for listening. Happy Valentine's Day. We've got a guest here today, and he's cute. He's a cute boy, I'd say. Jared, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Open up the chest.
Oh, just flex those pectorals. Well, we're not talking about anything yet, actually. We're trying to get there. I love your Instagram videos. You can find Jared at Jared Mishlove. Optimal Gains.
Yeah, it's Optimal Gains, baby.
He said it like that. Optimal Gains.
Optimal Gains.
Yeah, that's more like it. I like how Joey said it. You know, I am constantly analyzing how you guys teach and figuring out how I can implement those principles into my training with my clients, because I just envy it so much. I leave every single class here feeling like I learned something new.
If you don't have fingers, is there any other thing other than pull-ups maybe? That you can
stop
do
making
for
excuses and get up on the pull-up bar. You can't be a master of all. You want to hear an extraordinary story?
Yeah.
So there's this young man, he's in our acting classes, his name is Jonathan. And Jonathan has a very rare disease where he's been in a wheelchair his entire life and he has very little control over his body and he has to be in this big old wheelchair. Jonathan's been in there his whole life, but he doesn't complain. It's like the craziest thing, he doesn't complain. His why for doing this is so important, and this is what we teach, is the whole personal development side of this thing. It's like, why are you here?
My why is to show people, whether they're in chairs or not, that you can do anything you want to do if you work hard enough.
And I said, dude, that's a strong why. I'm gonna help you with that and we are gonna get there, I promise you. Now what's special about Jonathan is Jonathan wants to be an actor. He's a student here. He wants to be an actor and he found us about a year ago. And I said, Jonathan, you really want to be an actor? He said, yeah.
I just want to glorify God too, because He's the reason I'm here. He's the reason we're all here, so.
He was born with cerebral palsy and he didn't get to see him on TV, and he's like, we are underserved and we're underrepresented and I want to represent us. And I said, okay, you really want to be an actor? He says, yeah. And I said, okay, that means I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you. He says, okay. So what do? We work hard. He does the memorizing. Is it harder for him than it is for you? It's harder for him than it is for you, but he does the work. We had a casting today for a big commercial. Jonathan came in for the callback. Guess who got the commercial? Jonathan. I know, and I cannot wait to tell Jonathan today in class that he landed the job. And here he is, man, first commercial. All right, now, keep working hard.
Yeah.
Woo!
Shall I say it again?
Go ahead, Joe.
Facts.
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 Okay, awesome. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going.
Wait for the drum roll.
Okay.
Go
I'm gonna
slow.
wait.
Like
what we're gonna do
is
we are going to do character interviews. Okay? So here's the way this works. You can pick any one of the characters you created this week. If you did not create one, then you're going to create one in your time right now. You'll start thinking about one and going through that, and we're going to literally interview you. So hopefully you've started thinking about one, and the way that they see the world, and we're going to further develop that character, possibly even get into scenes today with them, and if not, build on those scenes next week. Okay? So before really quick we do that, who was not here last week? Who was not here last week?
1, 2.
Okay, cool.
Just 2.
Just 2. So for the two
Also,
of you guys,
Lauren,
3.
that is
Yeah.
a dope metal straw.
Thank you.
Super cool.
Don't know why we have them, but we do.
Extremely retro. I like it.
Saving the turtles.
So for those who weren't here last week, love it. For those who weren't here last week, we are going to do voice, attitude, posture to create a character. And what that means is every character should have some sort of voice, a way that they speak. You can change your voice, you can do accents, you can go higher or lower. You need to have some sort of physicality. The way you sit, the way you stand is a huge part of improv. And you also want to have emotion. So if you're like a nervous character, like Joey, play a nervous character here and introduce yourself, sit a certain way.
Hi, my name is Gerald, and I really, really like my hamster.
That's great, Gerald.
Do you want to meet my hamster?
I really don't.
Are you sure? He's really, really cute.
I don't.
He runs on his wheel.
Can you please
a
get out of
lot.
my space?
I just want to be friends.
Okay. So he is clearly a certain type of character if he hadn't even spoken by the way he sat, by the way he was in this seat. So think about that. You're going to use one of the characters that you've developed this week. If you were here last week, if you weren't, come up with one. And we're going to interview this character right now. We're going to find out a little more about them. And the other thing we're going to use today is we're going to use this medium of this new style of video to create some new type of acting. So a lot of people right now are just using this because we have to use it and going, yeah, this is just what it is. Well, we got excited about it.
We got so
We got
stoked
so
about it. We
stoked
got
about
like
it.
we got like this excited.
Because we're creating a whole new form here, a whole new type of acting. So whatever device you're on, computer, phone, I want you to use it to your advantage. Okay.
As SpongeBob would say, use your imagination.
So if you are in the middle of your screen, you're in a kind of good position there where you're going to be able to see it. If I'm up here, I'm going to get cut off by the text. If I go down here, I'm going to get cut off by the text. Like, you kind of want to be center. And in this, you want to even be in a place where you're close to the screen. You're like nice and close to the screen, and you can be seen. So
will you give him an example of that? Will you just get you're not very close. Get a little closer. Closer. Oh, that wrong way. There you go. That's it. Yep, you're looking right at him.
yeah, I might interview right here.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna be your voiceover. Alright, class. So this is how you do
Gentlemen,
it.
does somebody leave an espresso in the kitchen that they would like?
I left the espresso in the kitchen. I pressed the button.
All right, I'll take one also then.
Alright,
Give
let's
it to
split
Joey.
it.
We'll share it.
It
No,
is-
you
it
can
is
have
my
that one.
pleasure to serve you, my
Hey, Mr. Deary!
Espresso time. Yo,
So
I wish I could buy you all donuts again. Let me just say. That's like a highlight memory.
All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you guys out. We're going to come in one at a time. So we'll switch over to the live. Make sure when you come in that you mute the live version. We're going to do some character interviews here. I want you watching the other interviews. I want you learning from them, taking notes on them, because we can always grow from watching other characters, and whatever lessons each person gets, I want you guys to directly apply it before you come to do your character interview. Okay? All right. Here we go. Woo!
Alright, you're either gonna get booted and the last one stands.
Okay, who's gonna be our last one? Do we know? Is this like
I
a
don't
mystery
know. I feel
box
like
type
I
situation?
feel like it is. It is a little bit of a mystery situation.
Wow.
And I'm just
And
gonna...
Ava, you're gonna be Ava G, just so you know. It's gonna make life easier. Is that cool?
Got it.
Boom.
Oh, it's between Lauren and Ava.
Lauren and Ava.
Goodbye,
Let's see Lauren.
Ava. I was thinking that.
Yeah,
I
well,
was
'cause,
thinking that.
You know, because she
This is
was here
group-
last week. They're
This
just
is
like,
group mind. No, you know what it is? It's the bucket hat, Bri.
It's the
really,
bucket hat.
It really is.
You see
it's
a bucket,
the bucket hat,
and you just want to be a part of it.
You just hated on my bucket hat for the longest time.
Okay, well,
And that is the coolest bucket hat. It's way cooler than mine.
They're complimenting my bucket hat.
Do people hate on your bucket hat too, Lauren?
No, well, I got it in Utah whenever I was at ACDA, so my friends haven't really seen it because I haven't seen my friends.
And it depends on, like, are you bucket hat indoors, like, all the time, or is it bucket hat, like, outdoors?
It's bucket hat wherever.
That's what I said.
all
Oh
right.
my gosh.
She is defending
so
the bucket
you guys
hat.
make sure Brian drinks his espresso, because sometimes I'll make him an espresso and it'll just sit there.
It'll sit there.
So just like hold him accountable.
Hold me accountable for the espresso.
Just be
Brian,
like, chug
drink
it.
your espresso.
And
shall.
everybody,
I said
round of applause for Matthew Deering.
Thank you very much. And I like your hat. I feel like you are.
We were just talking about her hat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's a great way to espresso yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That one deserves 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was great.
Wow. Express yourself,
you not?
everyone.
All right, Lauren. So I want you to think about any one of the characters you've developed this week, okay? And you and I are going to basically be in a 2-person interview style scene here. And I want you to start off by just sitting a certain way. You're in this interview. We don't know why you're here. This is the Deering Acting Studio TV show. And you have been brought on to be interviewed.
I wish I had an air horn,
just
but I
gonna
don't,
find
so I'm
out.
going to do it. Burr, 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 burr.
Okay. Hello there. How are you doing?
Hi. I'm good. I'm fine.
Good, fine.
Yeah.
So what is your name?
My name is Samantha Sherbert.
Samantha Sherbert. Oh, wow. Are you like an ice cream person? Is that like a thing?
No. My daddy is the creator of Sherbert.
Oh, so your family is like ice cream people. You're just not an ice cream person.
Yeah. I'm allergic to ice cream, but
You're allergic to ice cream.
yeah, my daddy's just super rich.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So what do you like to do for fun, Miss Sherbert?
I like to shop, and I like to make fun of people. That's basically
Wait,
it.
you like
That's my
making...
whole life.
Hold on. You like making fun of people?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a hurtful thing, isn't it? Like...
Well, I mean, sometimes people deserve it. Like, if you dress like a nerd, you're gonna get treated like a nerd.
I see. So what kind of people do you hang out with?
I hang out with some of my daddy's, like, friends' daughters. They're all super rich. Everyone's super rich. Yeah, that's basically it. I just surround myself with rich people. I can't be seen around peasants.
I see. So how are you as a rich person kind of handling this this quarantine and being like in your house the whole time?
I mean, it is so hard. My house only has 40 rooms, a basketball court, 3 heated pools, and 5 jet-powered jacuzzis. I
Only
don't
5,
know how I'm going to get through this.
Wow. Okay. Well, I wish you the best. I mean, that sounds like a tough life.
Oh, so much. It's so tough. And one of my butlers had to go home. I only have 6 left.
Again,
6.
tough life. Tough life. Really feeling for you. Well, thank you for coming on. Would you say your name one more time for our studio audience, please?
Samantha Sherbert.
Samantha Sherbert. Can we get a round of applause for Samantha Sherbert? All right, Lauren. So, how was that? How'd you feel?
I don't know. I don't know why that came, of all things.
So let me ask you this. Was that one you created ahead of time, or did that just kind of come on the spot?
A little bit of both. Like, I definitely didn't have a name, but sometimes whenever my mom's talking about me to her friends, I just kind of walk in, and then I'm like, that looked a lot worse than it does in person, but I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, you know?
I'm picking it up. I got it. It's up. So one of the things I noticed, and this is what's really cool. So we're going to remember this character, Samantha Sherbert, and we might even get into some scenes later. You did just come up to it on the spot. But what's cool is you did pick on people. That was your answer. That was like, and when Joey and I asked you about it, and we got into the why behind that, it was like you had a reason. You had a justifiable reason for why you pick on people and think that's cool.
Well,
I mean, not actually justifiable.
she had a good why.
For her character.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, her character, because people do, they see things differently. For her, and let's go into the butler example and that stuff. For her, having one less butler is devastating. It's like, now I have to do my own laundry. And everyone else in the world is like, yeah, duh. But to you, it's like this huge deal because you're so used to having life a certain way and living a certain way and being a certain way. And so when you could start to live into that character's point of view and the way they are, then it's so much easier to play that character in a scene and not doing it to be funny, but just because you understand the way that they would react if they saw something or something happened. That makes sense?
Good work, Lauren.
Awesome. Good job, Lauren.
All right, we're putting you back into the live.
Okay. Coming in with our next person. Who is that, Joey?
Next up we have Ava!
Ava's coming in next.
Yo, it is hype in the studio. Hey, drink that espresso.
I'm gonna.
My guy.
I like it to get
drink
a little less.
That espresso.
I don't like it hot.
My guy.
I don't like it hot.
My guy. You
don't
gotta
like
drink your espresso.
You got a weird shot there of us and us.
What?
A double us.
Oh, jeez, I didn't
It's
even
a double.
realize.
It's me on me.
Oh my
It's like a
goodness. Wow.
Weird dynamic.
This is a weird thing we got, and I actually can't
Her
see.
video is not there, so you have
No,
to
I
just-
know, but I can't see the split screen.
I see. Go up to up and to the right a little, and to the left. Yep, there you go.
This is
It's
that light is right in the way, man.
I see. I see.
Hey, Ava, can you please just turn on your video right now?
Yeah, Ava, just
That's
turn.
what I'm trying to do. It's a thing in the bottom.
Look,
the
we're all
start
just
camera.
waiting on you and your video.
I'm
okay? Just
asking
give me a
you to
second.
start your video politely.
Trying.
I
It's
literally, there's a button and it says ask to start video, and I did do that.
Yeah, and I clicked start video, and it's like nothing.
Oh my gosh, a little more, a little more. Oh, that's great. Brian just moved the TV so I can see what I'm doing. Isn't that helpful?
This is the same thing I had with like last week.
Okay, Ava, I'm gonna put you on a clock, okay? I'm gonna count backwards from 10. And if I get to
And tell you what,
1
next week, Ava, we'll start with you on there, so then you
Oh,
don't have
that's
to
a
worry
good
about
idea.
it. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, 10.
Oh God, what do I do?
9.
Everyone count along with us at home.
No,
8.
no.
7.
No.
6. I didn't put up the right amount of fingers. 5. 4. You don't have fingers. 3.
I don't.
2. 1.
Oh no.
Half.
So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna reach out.
Quarter. 33%. 0. Ugh.
You're gonna reach out to Shay. She's gonna help you make that happen. We'll bring you back in.
All right, we're bringing in other Ava.
Other Ava
Ava G. So, I mean, my slide still kind of works because it says next up Ava.
Hey, it
That's
does still work.
true.
That's awesome.
See,
Those
I've created a world where it's still true. Ava G.
Ava G.
Ava G.
What
Ava
up,
G.
Ava?
You a real G. Ha.
All right, Ava, you ready?
Yeah.
Something
So
tells
it's
me
gonna
she
be
was
any
born
one of the
ready.
yeah, she was born ready for this exercise. So any one of the characters that you built upon this last week, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to get into a position that you think that they would. Are you standing right now?
No, I'm sitting. Should I stand?
No, standing's fine, or sitting is fine. Either way. So if you're sitting, that's cool. But sit how you think they would.
Okay.
Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Deering Acting Studio television show.
Let's go!
We got a very special guest here. Would you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Brittany Rose.
Hi, we have Brittany Rose here with us. Brittany, would you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, hello there. I am a newfound vegan of 6 months.
Wow,
and I
vegan,
am
huh?
in a comfy apartment in Los Angeles.
So let's take it back for a sec. Let's take it back. There's so many things I'm sure you have. So how long have you been a vegan?
About 6 months. It's a personal journey. I decided to do this for myself. So
I see. So it randomly woke up one day and was like, hey, I want to be a vegan. Like, this is going to be my journey.
Well, as an influencer, I try to stay on all the trends.
I see.
Okay.
So you're an influencer.
Yes. Yes.
Are you an influencer on all platforms, Brittany?
Well, I like to call myself an Instagram model. We just hit 20,000 followers. So.
Wow, that's a big deal.
How many of those followers were bought?
I cannot disclose that information right now. I would have to speak to my lawyer.
I see.
Understood.
Okay, so how long have you been in the IG game?
Honestly, not that long. Only about like 2 years. I kind of grew really fast. I'm like I'm kind of a thing now.
So what type of content do you create, Brittany?
Ooh, this is a big one.
So I go around the town and I just take a bunch of photos of myself, really effortless photos. I don't put a lot of effort into them. And my fans just love me for the natural me. And I just take photos and I'm just me.
Effortless, huh? Okay.
Effortless.
Well, so
Wow.
now in this new environment, what is it like having to create that from home, having to create these effortless photos from your house that are still very elegant but effortless?
It has been very difficult because like my career is struggling right now because I can't go around and I can't take all these photos. And I know that we are in a very big crisis right now, but I still kind of go outside and take a few photos, but not that many.
Wait, so you still go outside to do the photos and stuff?
Yeah, but not. I wear gloves sometimes because you gotta social distance. But yes,
sometimes. Okay, I get you. All right. Well, cool, Brittany. And how old are you?
I am 23 years old.
23. And lastly, Brittany, what is your IG handle so our audience here can follow you if they so choose?
My IG handle is Brittany.Rose, and you should definitely follow me because, I need more followers, but also I have really good content, and I'm just a really likable person. So.
Yeah,
wow.
we got that.
We got that, Brittany.
Right.
Well, thank you, Brittany. It was so nice having you on the show.
Yeah, it was so nice meeting you.
And see. All right, great.
Good stuff.
Nice work. So I'm going to send you over to the live. I'm going to give the major lesson over to the live, and so watch that while Joey pulls in the next person.
Alrighty. Next up we have Dylan!
All right, while Dylan's coming over, the main thing I want everybody to get out of that, she really found that point of view like we were talking about. But then also for everybody from here on out, this point on, you can talk about the stuff your character does normally, but I want us to speak into as if our characters were living right now in this time. Right now, the way you are at home, and this is a video TV show that they got put on where they're being interviewed from their home, and they've been stuck in their house for however long they're in quarantine. So literally, you could be in New York, you could be wherever, but like wherever you are in the same quarantine we're in right now, and how is your character dealing with that? And I might ask you questions about that, and that's for everybody. Yo, Dylan.
Hello.
Mr. 15 characters. You think you can pick one of them?
Yes.
Okay, cool, man. All right, so go ahead and start by just sitting in character. I want you to take yourself out of your own zone. Oh, yeah, I love it. Okay, here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Deering Acting Studio television show. We have here a very special guest. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Hello. I'm Harry Stingfish. I'm 32 years old.
Hold on, Harry Stingface, is that right?
Stingfish.
Oh, Stingfish. Fish. With an S, I understand. Okay, Stingfish, go ahead, tell us a little bit about you.
I'm 32 years old. I am a janitor at Middleville High.
So right now you are unemployed, is that right?
Yes.
So what is that like?
I live with my parents and I'm doing chores for money.
Ah, I see. Okay. So what is your, like, all right, Harry, what is your, like, ambition? What do you want out of life?
I want to become a soda maker.
Soda maker, okay.
Invent soda.
Inventing soda, okay. And tell me, where do you live? Like, where are you in Arizona? Where do you live?
No, I live in Delaware.
Delaware, okay.
Delaware.
Okay, cool. And now pause, Dylan, I love this character. I want you to, from this, go ahead and get your face, like, right in the camera and tell us a little story from his life. Tell us a little something about you. Like, how would he engage the camera in an uncomfortable way? How would he get too close and get weird?
Okay. Wait, so tell, like, a story?
You can just tell us. I'll actually ask you a question, actually. So tell me a little bit, for you, Mr. Harry, about, like, what things in life, other than soda, that you're passionate about, that you really like.
I'm passionate about, mostly just getting
even closer.
My school clean.
Closer,
So
closer, like you can't
students-
figure the camera out.
What?
Closer, like you can't figure the camera out.
Oh, so I want the students' school clean so they don't get sick.
So they don't get sick.
No.
Gotcha. Okay, and scene. Hey. Awesome.
It was real, Dylan. You'll get
It was
your
real.
critique.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the live.
In the live. Jump over the live so you can see your critique, my friend.
Woo. Okay.
Good job.
Next up, we have Lila.
Lila's coming up. So here's the lesson for everybody here. Dylan started to engage the camera. So he started moving his hand towards the camera. He got closer to the camera. Like, I want you to explore the space you're in. We talked about this at the beginning of class. Don't get stuck in your interview just in one spot. He started in a great position. I loved the knees up. Like, he was very clearly a type of character, had a voice. But just because you start somewhere doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can move a little bit. You can explore. And our job that we're learning to do right now through improv and film acting is to still entertain. So we have to find ways to entertain our audience, not only through our characters and their point of view, but through our cinematography and the way that we move and direct our own scene. So, awesome. Lila! Woo!
Why isn't she
Yeah.
talking?
Lila.
Oh, how sorry.
Hey, there you are.
I was like, her audio's on. She
All
was
right.
Just,
She's just not talking to me?
choosing
She's just-
not to speak to you.
You know, I find that to be a life problem for me.
Really?
No, not really.
Maybe you should get that checked out.
I should.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sit a certain way. I'm still seeing you. Yep, find a way to be different. Yeah. Change your eye, change your movement. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deering Acting Studio television show. We are so very excited today to have a very special guest. Would you please introduce yourself?
So, hi everyone, I'm Katrina Crayon. How are you guys? I'm having a really good time. I hope you're having a good time today. I am. I'm having a really good time. I'm really happy to be here on this TV show.
We are very happy to have you, Katrina Crayon. Is that right?
Yes, it is. That is correct. That is my name.
Wow, Katrina, you have a lot of energy.
Yeah, so I get that a lot. I'm not sure why, because I have average energy, yet sometimes I get very happy when when something big happens. But some people tell me a lot that I have a lot of energy.
So Katrina, tell me, what is your secret to your energy? I think a lot of people could benefit from knowing about energy.
I could really benefit
Yeah,
from this.
there's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many of us.
yeah. Everyone says that I'm low energy, so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you are, man. So hopefully she can help you out. What is your secret?
Oh, well, you see, if you get up early, like very early, like 5:30, and then if you take a walk in the morning, like a good jog, that'll get you energized for the rest of the day.
Oh my.
Whoa, let's take it one step at a time.
5:30 a.m.
You get up at 5:30 every morning?
Every morning.
Wow.
Wow, that is incredible. Okay, and
That is, not happening.
that's not happening for you?
No.
There, Jeff?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, Jeff's not inspired yet, but that's okay. You're pretty energized. I might take your advice. We'll see. So you take the dog on a walk, then what do you do?
So after I've done that, if I'm tired, I take energy drinks. Make sure you have a lots of energy drinks. It's very helpful and it gives you lots of energy for the rest of the day.
Well, energy drinks. Okay. Do you have like a specific kind that you like?
Any energy drinks, preferably the cheaper ones, because when you're like me, you don't get many jobs, which is strange because I think I'm a pretty good employee, but I'm not sure.
I think you probably would be. I mean, you'd be a pretty happy person to be around, so that's good. Now, did you lose your job right now because of all the things going on?
Well, I did lose my job, but I lost it before the whole pandemic hit, and I'm not sure why, because I thought I was a fantastic employee. I mean, I came to work very early. I stayed very, very late. I was made sure I always was ready. I had energy drinks whenever I needed to.
I get that. Oh, that's not fair. I'm sorry. And where was it you worked?
I worked at PetSmart, which was very good because there was lots of cats. And once I remember there was this like cat adoption. I thought maybe if I let the cats out when there were people, they could get to know the owners before they took home. But for some reason, the manager got really mad at me. And
That
I have no
sounds
idea
like
why.
a liability
Yeah,
issue.
that's definitely a liability issue. So that's probably where you ran into trouble there, Katrina. So Katrina, last couple things. How old are you?
23-ish.
Had to think
I
about
stopped
it?
counting a couple years ago.
You don't celebrate your birthday, or?
No, there's no need because as long as I have energy, I'm happy every day, and there's no need for special days because every day is special.
Birthdays are kind of a big deal, though. I mean, I think birthdays are a big deal.
I mean, birthday is the one day of the year where I actually am not lazy.
Well, I guess if every day's special, that's pretty great for you. So, all right. Well, thank you again for coming on to the show. We really appreciate you and are very thankful for having you. Thank you, Katrina.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Woo! Scene. Okay, great. So again, we'll jump over to yours over in the critique. But the main thing.
What?
What? Jump over to yours in the. Oh, when we when we jump over, I'll give you main critique. But I wanted to say I really loved the physicality that sort of came with this, and you could still be heard. So you threw a lot out there, but I still understood every single word of it, and I'll talk about that in the critique. So great work. Woo!
Next up, we have Mason.
All right, so the critique here is, again, and we already talked on it a teeny bit, if you have a character like that, you still have to be understood. So Lila totally could be understood. We knew what she was saying. She happened to be a fast-speaking character. That's okay. That being said, when we jump into scenes, I want you to bring that level of energy and just make sure we don't throw too much information out there into the scene so that our partner doesn't know what to deal with, but still have that explosive energy that you had from that character's point of view because it was awesome. Yo, Max, what's up, dude?
How are you?
I am fantastic. How you doing?
I think I called him Mason in the live.
It's Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was confused because your name is MCAB.
I sincerely apologize for that.
What is MCAB? What does that mean?
That's my last name.
Nice.
And I just got rid of everything.
I mean, it's a dope nickname. Here's the thing. I'm just reading off the list, so I was like, M, Mason, I don't know.
Maybe next time we put his name as MCAB with the, is it a turtle next to you?
That's Yoshi.
I can't tell
That is
from
Yoshi,
here.
my
I can't
guy.
tell from here.
That is definitely Yoshi.
All right, I'm getting old. I can't see.
Please
from
tell
that
me
far.
that's Yoshi. Is that Yoshi?
Yeah, that's Big Yoshi.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Who ate like way too many hamburgers.
I love that.
You are way too cool for me. Way too cool for me. Both of you. All right.
Well, now that that's over.
Okay, Max, do you have a character ready?
Yes, I do.
All right, here we go. Let's sit in a certain way. Let's become this character. Get yourself in the mindset of the character. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deering Acting Studio television show.
Thank you.
We are so excited, me and my co-host here. We have a special guest. Would you please introduce yourself?
My name is Bradley, and I work at the local burger shop.
Ah, Bradley. Okay.
We've been deciding to bring in local guests lately because
Yeah.
we wanted to expand our views from celebrities to regular old people.
100%.
Yeah.
So Bradley, you work at the local burger shop. Tell me about what it's like working there.
There are a lot of rats, and I don't get paid very much.
I see. And what's the name of this local burger shop?
Please tell me so that I never go there.
Yeah, we don't want to be eating there if there's rats.
It's the Burger Stop.
Ah, the burger stop. I see.
The burger stop. Okay.
So outside of work, Bradley, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I mean, most of my life is spent at work, okay? Because, like, I mean, now that we're in online school, you know, I work while I'm doing my schoolwork.
So you still go to the Burger Shack? Was it Shack? Burger Shack? Shop?
Burger shop.
Burger shop every day?
Shop.
Well, I mean, of course, people have got to get their burgers somehow. Like, these are sad times in the quarantine, so, I mean...
The food
we still need
industry
burgers.
has really, really taken a hit.
It has.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad for people like you. So tell me, what is it that you're in school for?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been paying attention in my online classes, you know? I've been too busy, like, taking orders.
I see. So are you in high school? Are you in college?
I'm still in high school, but, you know.
Still in high school. What year are you?
You know, I just got out of my 3rd year now. I'm a senior, but, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be a senior for the next 4 years.
Oh, well, hopefully not.
Yeah,
hopefully,
I mean,
you
that
know, we
doesn't
graduate
sound
and
like
get
a
through
great
it.
career path.
Ambition-wise, you can totally do it. I just want to tell you that as a host and as a person that you have the capability to do it. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to me.
Absolutely. And if your place didn't have rats, I would totally eat there.
You know, there are only like 3 rats.
Oh, so it just happened a couple of times.
That's enough.
I mean,
to
I'll still go.
Oh.
I think I'll still go.
I'm not risking it. I'm sorry.
I'll go. I'll
Yeah.
go. Well, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
I have
much.
one more question for you. So with all this stuff, I know you're really busy at work. Do you have a social life? And if so, what does it look like?
I mean, I talk to people who order from me, and, like, you know, the rats are pretty cool. You know,
What,
for
you-
being
do talk-
rats,
do they
like-
talk
Do
to
they
the rats?
talk like Ratatouille?
You got a ratatouille situation, or you just talk to the rats?
No, I just talk to rats.
Oh, but they
Ah.
don't talk back.
I see. Okay.
No, it's like talking to a wall, but it.
And scene, he got me. He broke me. Okay,
Rats.
dude, way to go. Can we get a second round of applause for his first time in character? So first time doing a character like that, right?
Yeah.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you got to totally explore this person's world, and as you're going, some of it you didn't know the answer to. Like, a lot of it. So
Yeah.
what you started to do, and this is a cool lesson for everybody, you just built upon the information that you had figured out. So you learned something, and then you said, all right, now that this is true, what else is true about him? And as that started happening, you found out more things about this character. It started with him just working at a burger shop, that's it. And then slowly it built upon that when we added the rats, and then eventually ended up being that he was this weird antisocial kid who works in this place all the time, isn't motivated, and talks to the rats. And all of that, you couldn't have pre-planned. It just sort of started happening one question at a time as you started listening, remembering the information that you'd learned so far and building on it. So that's awesome. Remember this character. We might get to that today, but definitely I'd love to see that guy in a scene in the future for sure. So
Big facts.
good work.
All right.
Adjust my voice real quick.
Next up, we have Simone. Woo!
Simone.
I'm really at this point doing the announcements for my own self because I do type in the name. So
Well, it's still cool.
So
I
it's not
mean-
really a surprise. It's more of just like, hey, this is who's next, Bri.
I mean, it's still fun to see, and let's be honest, not everybody reads. So
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and some people don't even type in their full name. I mean, I wouldn't tell you who it is, but.
Whoa.
Thank you, studio audience. The studio audience loves
They
me. They love me
absolutely
every
love him
time.
every time.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
I just I'll be here all week. That's all I have to say.
All right, Simone, do you have a character ready?
Yes.
All right, let's jump into that. Start sitting, thinking, becoming this character.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deering Acting Studio television show. We are so excited. We have a very special guest today. Would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Taylor Stone, and I'm 23 years old, and I go to Harvard.
Taylor Stone, you go to Harvard, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that is impressive.
That's a big deal, Harvard. There's a... Wow. Did you work pretty hard to get in there?
Yeah.
She's dedicated.
Dedicated. All right, so what are you studying right now at Harvard, Taylor?
Well, I'm studying to be a medical doctor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you want to be a medical doctor?
Well, I just really like the idea of helping people, and I want to make a difference in the world.
I see. Okay.
Wow. That is admirable.
It's
That
very
is
admirable.
Very,
I
very
mean,
admirable.
Honestly, I'm feeling the character here. Like, you are a great person. That's awesome. You got a core character heart here. So, tell me, outside of school itself, are you crying there?
It's just, it means a lot that
Really?
she gives back to the community.
You're literally crying. If you could just relax a little bit. Hold yourself together, man. All right.
Thank you. Thank you for
No,
what
no,
you
don't
do.
be sorry. I mean, you're just doing good things. That's great. It's really good.
I need to make him cry.
You didn't make him cry. He chose to cry. Is the
No,
thing.
no, she made me cry because her story is so relatable.
Wrong.
And it's so admirable.
Okay, back to your life there, Taylor. So I'm sure you worked pretty hard to get here. What does your social life look like?
Well, I have a few friends, definitely. Like, I need to keep like a balance, but I try to talk to them as much as possible. But unfortunately, none of my really close friends go to Harvard with me, so I just have a few kind of acquaintances at Harvard. But I try to talk to my close friends as much as possible.
So right now, in this time, what's it like having to do that via video for you? I mean, were you already used to it because they were far away and you had to connect like that?
Well, yes, but like for school, it's very difficult with, like, I've never been used to having an online school before, so this is really weird, but on the bright side, I'm able to talk to my friends more.
That's awesome.
She's always looking at the bright side.
Okay. All right. So tell me, what do you like to do for fun outside of school?
Well, I go to school a lot, but I really like gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Wow. Okay. Cool. Have you been doing that a while as well?
I've been doing it since I was 4.
Fantastic. Dang.
It's a lifelong
You're like,
pursuit.
okay, you are like a just perfect person practically.
So perfect that I'm still
Do you get
crying.
called perfect at all?
I wish.
What do you mean you wish?
I would like, that would be great if I was perfect, but nobody is.
And that's the perfect answer.
It
Wow.
is the perfect answer.
Okay, Taylor from Harvard, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming onto the show today. We
Of course.
appreciate you. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Scene. Okay, awesome, Simone. Great. So same deal. I'll give you a critique over in the live, but what I loved about this is you sort of found a point of view for her as far as the way that she sees everything. She was perfect. She doesn't think she's perfect, and the perfectionist often doesn't. They're often like trying to do certain things certain way, but like everything in your life was like this really nice. You always looked on the bright side. You were in the best college, like all this stuff. So what I want to challenge you to do is add maybe a little bit of a voice to that, even a teeny bit, like just slightly altering a teeny bit of that to go a little outside of yours, because I could still hear you in it, you know, and see what we can find there.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to hold it together when Joey kept like crying.
Well, you did it. So very proud of you.
You were
there.
really funny.
Oh, super funny. Super funny.
When you were like, I didn't mean to make him start crying.
And again, that's
Sorry,
listening.
Jeff.
That's actually the lesson I was going to talk about. That's awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and talk about it in the
No,
live.
no. Yeah, we'll talk about it in the live. We'll do
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Knuckles. Okay. Bye.
Don't forget to cut to you when you're talking.
I didn't even get her warning.
Okay, bye.
Ava, or no, not Ava's next. Oh my gosh, I'm all
right, Joey. All right.
All right. It's in there is Erica. I don't think we have an Erica, so I think they're under their mom's name. But
well, just bring it.
Whoever
in.
Erica is next. So drum roll for Erica.
So let me.
Oh, it's
all right.
Maya.
Gonna go ahead and throw this lesson in there real quick, jumping off that last one. So for all of us, as we're doing this, it's about building characters, but it's also about listening. It's about hearing every detail and responding to the way that we as interviewers are talking to you.
Talking
to you.
Talking
Yes.
to you.
So we send something your way. Listen in, Maya. We send something your way, like Joey deciding to cry. My character deals with it, and Simone, you go, oh, I didn't mean to make him cry from your character's point of view.
Wow.
Are you gonna just keep doing that?
It's just really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
From his point of view. So, good job. Good job. All right, you ready?
I'm just a little. I don't know. I'm stuck between two characters I want to do.
Okay.
I want to do maybe like kind of like funny or kind of like sweet and kind of sentimental, but also like maybe funny as well. But
So
I'm kind
instead
of
of
stuck between both.
instead of trying to, first off, I'm going to eliminate funny. Funny is not a thing. Okay? And this is for everybody, really. Like, we don't want to go into like, oh, I want to try and play a funny. Okay?
Or evil, sort of kind of thing. It's not really evil, but it's interesting.
Okay? So your other choice, not the interesting evil, what's the other one?
It's
What are they
like sentimental, very kind of meaningful.
Okay. Let's go into that one.
Okay.
Okay? How does that sentimental, super meaningful person that you're imagining in your mind, how do they sit?
Well, I'll tell you why they sit like this.
We'll get to that. Just do it for now, yeah. Connect, feel.
I've got a voice ready.
Just stay in it. So just like we work in class, because this is the same thing, I'm going to continue to help you through the video format to also listen and be patient. So there's going to be moments where you want to jump in because that brain's going, and I'm going to stop you just like I do in class. So right now, just stay in character, and once the show begins, we'll go. And I might stop you, and if I stop you as Maya going, wait, hold, it means you're throwing too much out there, okay? All right, stay in that, connect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deering Acting Studio television show! Hey! We have a very special guest today. Would you please introduce yourself to our studio audience?
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Hello, Olivia. Olivia, would you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, I'm actually used to be a conjoined twin, but sadly my conjoined twin, Olive, sadly passed away. But I did promise her that I would do this for her because we were both teachers, and I made a promise to her that we would both go on TV shows and inspire everyone to
I
do what we
love
do.
that. Olivia, that is so cool. So cool that you've taken a tough situation and used it to inspire people, and that's why we're excited to have you on the show today. So, you teach, right, Olivia?
Yes, because
Tell me about what you teach.
well, I teach younger kids. Luckily, they're not rude about, two heads sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Conjoined twin. And
Is that something that you've struggled with at all?
I mean, we only got paid for one person, even though we did a two-person kind of job, because I could teach while she could help other students. So it was kind of very
Did you
different kind of
did you just go sort of back to back? How did that work?
So it's kind of a situation where I control the right side and she controls the left side.
I see.
So, We even learned how to drive. See, she controlled the left side and I controlled the right side.
I see. So how do you hope to inspire people, Olivia?
I hope to inspire people that we didn't ever give up, even though it was really hard, and that we can do, if we can do it, that all the kids can do anything they want, like astronauts or artists or anything.
That's beautiful. Well,
So the
thank you.
last thing she actually made before she sadly passed away, it's I don't know, but it's kind of like she told the future.
So-
Lovely toilet paper.
Do you?
see.
Do you? This is just the last question I'm gonna
Oh,
ask.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you have control over your full body now that she's
Well,
gone?
I did get half the side cut off, so I only have one leg and one arm.
Oh, so you still don't have control over the other side of your body?
I mean, my brain, it's just completely cut off, so.
Oh
I
my
only have one
goodness.
side.
Well, it appears my co-host thinks this is funny.
I apologize.
I almost lost it too.
I lost it. You got me. You got me, Maya.
I kind of stole it from My Animated Story.
From
to
what?
be in fact, but
From what?
we don't have to talk. I sort of stole it from something.
You can be inspired by characters. So here's what I don't want.
I just completely stole it from something. Like I didn't. I'm kind of sorry.
So
I almost not
so
completely.
listen, Maya, we're
but I
doing it.
still
You're doing it.
can.
You're doing it. Good. You can be inspired. So what you want to do is take that idea and build upon it and create your own thing from there.
That's
So-
what I did. Two things were like I made an accent and I made like a couple other things up.
Perfect. So you didn't steal it in a negative way. You didn't. So if I'm just impersonating a celebrity or impersonating something cool, that's fun to do as a character exercise. But for improv, you want to create a character that's your own. And so if you were inspired by somebody else's to play somebody like this, I actually loved the character. I loved the sentimental want to help people and get through that. Where some of the silly came in was just some of the things like with Joey, like, are you connected, are you not? I actually like the idea of that you used to have this twin and you don't anymore. And so now there's this piece of you that's missing. You are normal now. You do sort of have control over yourself, but that's a part of your story. That's a piece of your, like if you go into me as a person, I don't have my fingers anymore, but I did have them at one point. Like,
It's really, really weird to go back and look at pictures.
It's
of
weird
Brian
to look at a
with his
photo. I'm
fingers.
like, that's so weird. That's
Yeah.
I had fingers in that one, but like, it hasn't changed me in that, like, even though the physical has changed, I'm still the same person, and I've decided to use it for good. So you have lost somebody, your character has, and they're an amazing teacher who goes and inspires people and helps people. Was it British you were?
I am sorry, Lila, but I think I tried to be British, but in the end, it kind of turned into like Australian.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thing.
I loved the character, so I want you to build it, but I don't want you to build it with her still attached. I want you to build it as that's a part of your backstory, and now you inspire people that you can
What do you
get through
mean?
anything.
Like
So-
that she's still not attached.
Yeah, so you made it so that like your conjoined twin was no longer there, but they were like there,
They're
kind of.
spiritually-
Yes. So like emotionally, it's weird because I've had this person always here and they're not anymore, kind of deal. But they're not still. There's not like this deceased person right here still with you. Which in the beginning I was imagining that. I was like, this is weird. Like, so that inspiration of losing somebody inspires you to be that kind of character that helps people. And now you go help kindergartners. You go help younger people.
I was kind of going for like she kind of like, like, or the person kind of like, oh, we are inspired, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I like the inspiring thing. Be inspired off of her, but now you're your own person. Does that make sense? Okay, keep it. Love it. Woo! We can move on to the next person. Good job, Maya.
Next up, we have Ava, and hopefully this time,
Ava, we'll see if we can get your
see
video
her.
today.
Hopefully this time we will see your video.
Wow. Oh, my.
Oh my goodness!
Goodness gracious.
Oh jeez! Oh my
Hey,
goodness!
So, as I'm learning, this one is them, right? The
Yep,
middle?
yep,
Okay,
sure
and then
is.
that one's the live.
And it looks like Ava is there. And her audio's there.
Ava, 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 Ava.
Yo, we are really vibing right now.
Vibing right now.
We are vibing.
The vibes are 10 out of 10.
Hey, you
Dang,
got a 10 out of
Ava is
10.
on the vibe train right now. She is
I
on the
love
vibe
that.
train.
Always.
Woo! Okay, Ava, so go ahead and get yourself into that character. Start to sort of position yourself, think mindset. And I know that sometimes yours lags a little bit. So just be ready, talk a little slow, and like connect into that so that you don't get missed, okay?
I am slow, so that'll help.
Okay, awesome.
That was
Thumbs up. That was a good joke.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Deering Acting Studio television show.
Whoa.
We have a very special guest here with us. Would you please introduce yourself to our studio audience?
My name's Cameron Harris.
Cameron Harris.
I tell you what, I saw Cameron on the set list, and I've been so excited for this interview.
Really?
Literally been counting down the days.
That's super cool. So, Cameron, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I started work as a homicide detective, went into spying, like being a spy for the government and stuff like that.
So you're a spy?
Yeah, I kind of quit.
But she's the kind
like
of
an
spy
old
that
spy.
gets to talk about it.
I
you know?
see. Well, she's retired spy. So what was it like being a spy? Can you talk about it?
Some things I can't, just so I don't have to melt your brains. But
Yeah, I would not want my brains melted, so that's good.
It was kind of like all over the place. I have some great stories. I can tell you about one. Not
Okay.
all.
All right.
Give me one story, just like a little mini 15-second rap story.
Yes, please give us one story.
Yeah, I apologize.
Just
Give
us.
Us, the two of us.
Yes, the two of us.
Both of us.
Okay. I was gonna track down this guy for a reason that I cannot tell.
Mm-hmm. Because she's a spy.
And I go and I see him. He's like, no, you got the wrong guy. And I go, they don't call me 007 for a reason, and they don't. And I went pew pew, and I missed.
And you missed.
Oh, you missed. Oh, bummer. That you man. When you aimed that gun at me, I was scared. Like that was, even though you're not with me right now, I was terrified. I mean, I would not want to mess with you. So now that you're retired, tell me, what is that like?
Well, with Corona and all that, it's difficult. My spy instincts just, I've had my roommates set up red ropes, and I just kind of go obstacle course.
So you set up your own home obstacle course. Wow.
I have a very interesting question for you.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on the job?
Ooh.
I just told you. I went a whole...
She missed. I mean, that is pretty embarrassing.
Was that the...
When you're a spy, that's not a great thing to miss. So I would imagine.
Was that the only time in your career you've missed?
Of course.
That's good.
Of course.
That would be scarring. I could see how that could be scarring.
Yeah, my reputation was only 1%, chipped a little.
Is that why you retired? Because of the missed shot?
No.
Okay.
So right now that you're at home with your home obstacle course, are you just training a bunch? That's mainly what you're doing?
Yeah, getting back into it.
And
Gotcha.
And what are you training for if you're retired? Like, is there some
I
comeback?
have a list.
You have a list? What do you mean by that?
List. Catch the bad guys.
Oh, like a personal
Pew 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 and not miss.
Pew pew pew, not miss. Okay. Wow. Well, hopefully we're not on that list. Wow, we are very thankful that you were willing to disclose some of your spy information, Cameron. Thank you, and we appreciate having you on the show. We look forward to seeing you again in the
See you
future.
guys next Friday with a little bit of pew pew pew.
A little pew pew pew.
I look forward to seeing you in the future, but only on this show.
But only in the show. Yeah.
Yep. Please don't put me on a list.
Yes. No list.
No list. All right.
Thank you. And scene. Okay, that was a fun character.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
So that's all about.
She said,
"Yeah,
I know."
Like, isn't it fun?
I don't know. I envisioned it a lot differently. Then I realized my voice can't do that, and I was like, oh, that's disappointing.
Don't be disappointed. That's how this works. You imagine something in your mind, you see it, you visualize it, and then you just take action and see what happens. Like, every answer is spontaneous. It's new. It's unexpected. And this character, now I'm dying to see this character in a regular scene with somebody else, with like their husband or with their best friend, and they just happen to be a spy. Like, how does a spy sit down and have lunch? Are they like always aware of things all the time? Like, what is that change? So the cool thing is, and I'm going to bring this all the way back to the beginning of class, and this is for everybody, is we talked about at the beginning just doing these with your sister and like doing them at home. This is the beauty of it, because when you imagine it in your mind, it's cool, it's great. Writing it down is great too, but like when you get up and actually do it, that's when you make discoveries. And it is fun.
It's all about taking lights, camera, action.
I'm gonna just keep this. Thank you for joining me in that face, Ava. That is awesome.
That was an L. I'll take it. I'll take it. Studio audience didn't approve of that one.
So did we get everybody, or is there anybody?
We did get everybody.
All right, so we're gonna bring everybody back. You can stay right where you are. Whoop, whoop.
Ava can just keep.
Everybody, go ahead and mute your lives.
Whoa.
Put it back in the gal view. People can't see you because
why? No, she can see me because of the Zoom.
Yeah, but no one else can. Like,
yeah, but everybody else is switching over to the Zoom.
Well,
fortunate for them.
Fine,
okay.
I'll do it once for the Vine.
All right. Yeah, our studio audience would love to see it, is all I'm saying. That's
okay.
You're a good dancer. I'm just trying to show off your skills, and he never lets me show them off when I'm like trying to show my friends how great he is. Like,
I mean, it's true. I get very nervous. I climb up under pressure.
Do you guys know Joey can rap?
Oh God, no! Don't do this.
I'm not gonna
to
make
me.
you do it, but he can. He likes rapping.
All
right.
Rap.
See what you've done.
We'll see if we can get a track maybe next week. Maybe we'll get a little track and Joey can do something for you there. That'd be pretty fun.
Probably not.
We'll probably get that done. What do you think, Max? Should Joey rap?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Max has decided.
Come on, Max. What the heck, man?
Max has decided. It is done.
We bonded over your Yoshi picture that I knew and Brian didn't. And
I have terrible vision. Okay, terrible vision.
Peter just completely broke down.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to mute everybody here in a second,
I'm
gonna do a wrap up. Joey is going to mute everybody, and it's over there. And wait, bring it over and don't allow them to unmute.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, you allowed them to.
Well.
Now go to more.
More?
Allow participants to unmute. Uncheck. Boom. Buttons. Love buttons.
Wonderful. Okay.
All right. So let's raise our hands. I just want to quickly hear one thing that we got out of this today. One thing that we're going to take into it as we start bringing these characters into scenes and building this. Yes, Lila. Hold on.
Hang on. All right, go ahead.
Matter of fact, why don't you just go down the line? Go ahead.
So I've learned that if you want to have a character that speaks fast or has lots of energy, you need to make sure that your words are heard.
Yes, totally. Awesome.
That was a great one. That was a really good one. All right, we're going up to Max. M-A-X.
All right, Max.
Max. Facts.
Why don't you just go down the line over
I
here?
just realized that my name didn't change in this chat because I tried to change it elsewhere.
MCAB, you're cool, man. That's like your nickname from now on anyway.
MCAB, Hamburger Yoshi.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, MCAB, what did you learn?
I guess, like, you gotta, like, when you're making stuff up as you go, you kind of gotta, like, you've got to get a baseline down, and then you can, like, from there you can build onto it.
Totally. Dude, love it.
100p.
Nice job. All right.
All right, we'll go Ava next.
Ava.
Not Ava G, other Ava.
Ava.
Dancing Ava. Corner Ava.
I was wondering, not wondering, well, I was gonna say what I got from this was, that if I ever want to use that character again, which I most likely will, I'd like to practice it, build on it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. So I don't know, made more sense in my head.
No, that
But,
totally makes sense. That
yeah.
totally makes sense. And here's the thing, Ava, and this is for everybody. The more you practice characters, the better you get at just doing them on the spot. And some of us can just do it really, like Lauren said, I just walk around my house and create characters like it just happens. The more you start to do it, the easier it becomes. And then you walk into an improv scene and you've got all these ideas and you're not afraid to just do something. And most of your characters will happen on the spot because you don't know what the other person's going to do and what the situation's going to be. But the more you practice, the better you are just going. That's awesome.
All right, Ava G.
Ava G.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What you got?
Oh, do I say? Okay. So, something that I learned is just you have to really embody the character and just sit how your character would and just talk how your character would and just fully become the character.
Facts.
So,
Love
that.
that.
FACTS.
Boom.
Facts.
Lauren.
I don't know. Yeah. That's okay.
Really?
Gonna stop.
Wow.
Lauren, you were first. You got to see the whole thing without interruption.
Anybody's.
How do you not
Come
have
on.
anything?
I just had a stroke. Words didn't come out of my mouth.
Well, we'll give it a second. We'll let him come back.
I don't
I
think
forgive.
that necessarily is a good reference there, but
Yeah.
Just like Ava G said, you gotta embody your character, go all the way, even if we're stuck at home, but you still gotta woohoo,
Yeah.
Yep. Love it. Woo.
All right, Dylan.
Dylan.
Dillon. Okay, fine. I'll hit the applause.
okay.
The man just wanted an applause.
I get it. I get it. I like applause.
He was like, could you please hit the applause button? Because
For
I'm not
me.
going to talk.
I'm not going to talk without applause.
Until you
okay?
give me the applause
My
button.
name's Dylan, all right?
All right. I made 15 characters for this. You're going to
Yeah, you did. Dylan.
When you're doing the interview, that your posture really boosts your character to the max and really what's the word, sets the scene for what your character is.
Totally. When you started with your knees up on the chair, it already told us something about you. And then when you started to explore the camera even more, it just heightened that. And that's going to be a part of everyone's homework that I'll talk about at the end. Awesome, Dylan. All right, Simone.
Last but not least.
Basically, what I learned is that it's good when
Simone, can you get a little closer?
A little closer to the camera.
Quiet.
I can't quite hear you. Hey.
Yeah. Sorry. I learned it's good, especially when you're being interviewed, to look at the other people's reactions and their emotions and take that into account. Because that could even make it 10 times funnier. And to try to not make your character completely terrible or completely perfect, because that can make it more interesting.
Cool.
And
Cool. That's great. All right, so here's your little mini lesson there, Simone, okay? Your answers, this is for everybody. You know this. End strong. Start strong, end strong. Start strong. And that's something we were working on, so that's why I wanted to stop it, okay? For everybody, whatever your idea is, it's your idea. It's 100% correct. So you want to end on a strong note and just go, yeah, that's what I learned,
as soon as you said we're going to have a lesson, I was like, oh,
I know what's coming. That's great. Okay, cool. So here's the homework. These characters, all of us, we developed some great ones here. And so I want you to go back, watch your footage, look at it, notice some of the physicality and the things that you did. And this character specifically, I want you to develop more this week. I want you to take this specific one and start just thinking even more about them a little bit and the way that they are. And next week, we're going to get right into class by starting scenes. We're going to start some scene work together, and I'm going to place you guys in different scenes with these other characters. So, for example, we might see a scene where Brittany Rose ends up in a scene with Cameron the Spy. Like, we may end up seeing that happen. And all of these, for some reason, are going to be happening via video FaceTime. So we don't know why, but we're going to discover that. We're going to create that for each other. So what I'd like to do, and we can test this. Some of us have computers, and if the computer is the only thing you can use, perfect. That's totally fine. You can do that. But ideally, for this next week, it would be really cool if we can figure out a way to use our phone because I want you to use it as a part of the scene. So we're going to start to explore if you were in a scene with somebody else, just like right now, a lot of the things you're doing are via FaceTime and video technology. If your character had to connect, if those two characters, for some reason, Brittany knew Cameron, and they had to have a conversation across the world or wherever, what would that look like? Okay, so practice literally holding up your camera and being your character and pretending like you're doing little interviews and talking to somebody else and visualizing, and then obviously continue your other character work too, building other characters. But next week, these specific characters are going to jump into scenes together, and it's going to be so much fun. Any questions on that? Okay, so here's how we're going to close out class. We're going to close out class each week like this. Community is a huge part of what we do. Community is a huge part of doing. So Joey and I are going to bounce out here, and we're going to leave you guys in here for 5 minutes to connect, and I highly encourage you guys to just check in on each other, see where everybody's at, and say hi, and then we will see you guys next week. The last little announcement I have is if you have not seen it, a few of us have already been on episodes of Teen Quarantine. Go watch a couple of those, and if you haven't, I would love to have you on the show. We're just talking about some of the things that are going on in life and working on motivation. So all of you have been so great. You did your work. It was so cool. Dylan went to do 15 characters, and I can't wait to see these characters in scenes next week. Nice work, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, gangsters.
Bye.
Someone's missing.
Wait, we didn't hear you rap.
So, hey, guys.
Look, we need your Instagrams.
Oh, yeah. I want to get all your guys' Instas. If you have.
Yeah.
I'm eating
So-
Chipotle.
I don't have Instagram.